What the hell is happening? It's actually been a minute. Who remembers? There it is. Yep, we're jumping to Fata Morgana now. That's why I assumed you were Nekomaruing me, Lisa. Yeah, we completed the, Ayuden. It sadly was kind of a short Ayuden stream. I would have liked to keep playing, but, like, we've got to do the triple feature, so... Before we click it, also because I like this game's menu music, what was happening last time in Fata Morgana? Who remembers? No one. No one will be spared. If Dots was here, Dots would remember. So... the witch was trying to persuade Michael to get revenge. Let's... was that the wiener removal? Oh! No, okay, so wait. So we learned that Michael... we learned about Michael's brothers. And... okay, yeah, little bits are coming back. Let's look at the log. Let's inspect our memories and continue playing. So we got, like, the entire backstory about how Michael wound up at the mansion. Basically... Michael met the witch, remember? The witch was a skeleton in, like, the watchtower attic. And then the skeleton disappeared and was talking to Michael in Michael's head, and he couldn't stop hearing her, so he was going crazy, and... yeah. The hatred revived her. Right, because she offered to let him curse someone, and he chose not to. Yes, okay. Essentially, nothing of note happened over the next 2 years. At one point, a man with an unusual disease stumbled across the mansion while wandering through the forest, but there is little more to be said about that. For nothing at all could have convinced me to care about someone else. I spent much of my time sitting before the fireplace. I had covered the stained glass window with drapes, loath to even think about that damned archangel. Staring at the dancing flames, I was able to forget the passage of time, watching unblinkingly as the red and orange tongues flicked back and forth. They seemed to spread outward from the fireplace, consuming me. Whether by the raging infernos of hell or by the cleansing fires of purgatory, the thought of being swallowed up and burned to ashes by a massive conflagration was quite pleasant, but those visions never became reality. Tell me, Michael, what are you thinking about now? Do you still not want to curse them? Look at yourself, Michael. Look at how you're living. Do you really want this life? Did he just say conflagration? He did. What was that Cold Steel title? It was like the Almighty Conflagration or whatever. Have you ever thought about dying? Ja confirmed. Okay, nice. Wait, which character was that? Was that the guy with white hair? Enforcer number 1 of the Ouroboros, Mick Byrne, the Almighty Conflagration. I forgot his name was Mick Byrne. That's so fucking cheesy. The fixing will have to be postponed. Rosen, yeah. Blue and pink hair. And white, I thought. Is it pink? Wielder of the divergent weapon Angbar. He would. Cotton candy. Haven't had that in years. Michael. Would you like to die? That's the right answer. God has said that taking one's own life is a sin after all. That's good, Michael. You've made the right decision. And I shall be there with you until the very end, my dear friend. Honestly, part of me did desire death. I just didn't have enough energy to take my own life. My mind and spirit were too far decayed. However, in my 10th year, the door opened once more, and time sputtered back into motion. When you showed up, Giselle, everything I'd given up on and everything I thought I'd lost, it all came back. At first, as you know quite well, I was deeply mistrustful of you. Akeroy, I hated having you around, but if I hadn't met you, in all likelihood, I probably would have continued down that path and become a demon. But you seem like a rather handsome man. I think I get what you're trying to say, but my mental image of a witch is definitely more of a woman. So you're not a witch. To tell you the truth, I didn't know who might be here, which had me rather scared. But I think I can make this work. It's a pleasure to meet you, Master. After taking care of Giselle, I returned to my room. I was, to be quite honest, dumbfounded, and it was naturally the witch who stoked the fire of my apprehension. Why would you let that woman stay here? She came from the Bollinger estate, and we both know how you feel about your family. Chase her out. Give her a little scare, and she'll be gone within the day. If you'd rather not, I could always frighten her in your place. A rattling window here, a couple broken glasses there. Small things like that to accentuate the eerie atmosphere. Are you going to say anything? Why do you care about her at all? Oh, now don't be like that. I live here too, so why shouldn't I care? And I am not fond of noisy people, or sprightly women like that one. That's something we can both agree on, isn't it? Song kinda slaps. Yeah, this game's OST is so good. You don't like that woman, do you? The more a person smiles, the less you can trust them. Though I hardly have to tell you that, do I? Stop talking. Now, that's not very polite. This is a family matter. It is none of your concern. I was merely offering to help get rid of a pest for you. I don't need your help. I will get rid of that woman when I'm ready. But first, I will find out what secret she's keeping. Then I will go back to living in peace. Very well, then. That pest has no place in your sweet solitude. The world before you now is so much kinder, so much warmer than the one you used to know. Well, good luck then. Wait, why did Giselle show up? So Lisa, this is recounting, basically the events from earlier in the game, but from Michael's perspective. Previously... Oh, are you literally asking why she was sent to the mansion? Oh, that was a whole fucking thing. Basically, Michael's father was raping her, and when the mother found out that they had relations, she got blamed for it. So rather than getting killed, the father protected her and had her sent to this house. Yeah, what episode was that? That was the, what did she call it, Rosen? She described her being with the father. Yeah, the festering death. Jesus Christ. Good memory, though.
Get your act together!
Now, this is why I have you and everybody else in chat to help you remember the things I can't. Well, good luck then. And if you need a helping hand, don't hesitate to ask. Oh, and by the way, what now? Changed, my dear. And I like you so much better like this. I always hated how much you reeked of human. Not to be confused with the festering desire from Genshin. Now, what is that? You were blessed with a body like unto God. You were personally created by his hands. I could only dream of having what you have. It's a weapon. And you only wanted to deny it. Now, though, you act the part much better. A saint, resurrected by the closest living thing to God. Perhaps this too could be considered a miracle. Morgana. Yes? That is the sword that was given forever ago in an albedo event. Are you sure? I think I have. That's the defense scaling main stat sword, right?
Yeah?
What have I missed? Hey, story time. Hey, congrats on getting third at your local. Energy recharge? Oh, I don't think I have that one then. That might have been before my Genshin time. You haven't missed anything. Basically, we're still recounting the events of earlier in the game, but from Michael's perspective, with featuring Morgana in his head, egging him on. Yes? You're a deranged, delusional woman. Why, thank you. Giselle was a woman who smiled a great deal. Her jade eyes seemed to glimmer every time she made a new face. And the more she smiled, the more vibrantly she spoke, the more suspicious I became. I couldn't trust someone who smiled that much, especially not a woman. And the way she kept trying to get friendly with me didn't help that impression at all. I had a hard time believing she honestly wanted to get to know me. I couldn't help but think she was trying to fish for information. Anyone who tried to get close to me had to have some ulterior motive, like Amy, who had only done so to satisfy Mother. Fucking Amy. Okay, I am remembering the Amy episodes. It has been a little too long since we played. Perhaps my mistrust could have been considered paranoia, but even 10 years later, flashes of that nightmare would still come back to me from time to time. It's honestly crazy how much Amy contextualizes how Michael treated Giselle initially. Yeah. It would take far more than a few attempts at being nice for me to trust the stranger. Eventually, I came to the realization that she was hiding something, and I convinced myself it was out of guilt. So I wrote Mother in search of something I could use to tear her down, to get her out of here. I should have listened to Giselle rather than Mother or the witch, but I had conflated her with Amy in my mind, story time, so I was unable to see where the truth really lay. I was only able to perceive her as malicious. So instead of her, I put my faith in Mother's words, despite Mother never once doing the same for me. Hey, what's up, Mitch? How's it going? My beloved daughter, Michelle, I deeply regret having to put you in this situation. I never wanted to let that woman get anywhere. She is a witch. A terrible, sinful witch. A dreadful, tainted woman. She lay with my husband, with your father. Gonna be in Cali soon. What part of Cali are you going to? She's a lowly merchant girl who wormed her way into our family so she could exploit your father for money. She committed a grievous sin, the sin of adultery. On Monday? Nice. What part of Cali are you going to? I tried to have her executed, but your father wouldn't allow it, so instead he had her banished to atone for her sins. North Cal? Oh, nice. Enjoy, Mitch. You went there somewhat recently, did you not? unaware that you were already living there, and I could not tell him either, for that is mine and your brother's secret. I pray you can find it in your heart to forgive your mother for her failings. Oh, it's your first time? Nice. Well, I hope you have fun. Callie's... You know, I don't actually know how NorCal is this time of year. It's probably pretty hot, though. Forgive me for delivering a witch to you. I would not be surprised if she tried snooping around. She is a ruthless fiend who will do anything for money. Should word of your curse happen to spread, it would surely draw unwanted attention from the church. We have no allies except each other. Michelle. With this letter, I have included a knife. The blade has been blessed with holy water, which should allow for it to eradicate the corrupt, evil soul of the witch. Oh my fucking god. I ask of you, the mother is so psycho, with all my heart, to send that awful creature back to heaven. It was storming that night. Erratic claps of thunder ripping through the sky. Giselle let out a panicked scream, shoving me back. And the look in her eyes kicked into motion emotions I had thought I'd lost. Yeah, I like this song too. It's very foreboding. I knew that face. I knew that scream, because that face had once been mine. I had screamed with the same utter despair at the world. It's cool if I invite friends to a Muggies tonight? Sure, how many? Back to the way things were. Yeah, sounds good, Mitch. Yes, finally, it's quiet again. I'm honestly surprised she stayed as long as she did. In a way, her tenacity is rather impressive. Not many would persist for so long in the face of such obvious disinterest. But you know, no one would try to get friendly with you without good reason. Information about you carries considerable weight outside these walls. But the look on her face then, was that really her just putting on an act because I revealed her scheming? If you think she was afraid of you, you're mistaken. That's how people behave when their sins are brought to light. She was screaming though, and she looked genuinely terrified when she knocked my hand away. You're not going to let a woman's screams cloud your judgment, are you? A woman can make a weapon out of anything. Tears, a smile, fear. The day she arrived, you recognized her smile as fake. You surely aren't going to fall for this. I'm not falling for anything. I just feel like I know that frenzied panic. Something doesn't add up. Just nothing, my dear. In fact, what perplexes me is why you didn't simply kill her when you had the chance. Are you afraid of the sight of blood? The blood of your tormentors has no more worth than that of a wild boar. You should have sliced her throat without a second thought. Although, I suppose that would have made quite the mess. Now, what makes more sense? Now that makes more sense. You were not afraid of hurting her, you merely didn't want the burden of having to clean up afterward. How very like you. Quiet. Oh, come now. That woman's finally gone, and it's back to just the two of us. And you don't want to talk? Silence, please. As you wish. I will celebrate your accomplishment in silence, my dearest friend. I imagine she's out there, half buried in the cold earth by now. I get chills every time I consider where I would be if I had done as Mother said. If I'd killed you, or if out there in the forest you had succumbed to the unforgiving weather. Life had never given me much in the way of good fortune. I feel like scenes like these, they are really trying to hammer in excessive details, and my biggest problem with the game. Yeah, it slows down the game's pace a bit, but maybe I'm just starting to feel that we've been playing it for a while, so I kind of want to, like, keep the ball rolling, and reviewing scenes from Michael's perspective, we're not really getting a ton of new information, it's just kind of like, okay, you know? Or like Amy visiting every day, every day, every day. Yeah. Defo. But you coming back, you being alive, was absolutely a blessing. I'm done. I can't take it. I'm through with this whole world. You don't have any idea what I went through there. How hard it was just keeping myself together. Giselle, I do understand. I know very well how difficult, how painful it can be. For no one to believe you. For no one to accept you. I know far too well what it's like to want to scream. That you're done with this whole damn world. Truly do. That day, for the first time, we saw past the surface. We got to know each other as people. It was nothing more than a single small step, but for us, it was like we had moved a mountain. I still remember how the light felt. As it shone through the windows we opened together, it didn't burn. And while this might sound melodramatic, I feel safe in saying it's probably the gentlest light I had ever felt in my life. Following my reconciliation with Giselle, I started turning back into my old self. Well, I suppose that's not quite correct. I felt a comfort and peace with myself that I never had before. That may have been the first time I was really human. Having someone else around began to feel normal. It was something I was certain I would never have. It was incredible. Though to someone else, our time together may have seemed frivolous and empty, our conversations meaningless chatter. What did you miss? You were on an ad break? Does anybody want to gift a sub to Lisa? Oh, and by that I mean, not much. He's just recounting the events. It's kind of like, okay. Though to someone else, our time together may have seemed frivolous and empty, our conversations meaningless chatter, I'd never thought the day would come when someone would laugh at something I said. When someone would smile at the sight of me. Nothing important, no. However trivial, seeing Giselle smile made me happy. Oh, darn it. Where'd you get off to? Are you here? Are you in the vase? It's all the racket. Is something the matter? Ah, master. Yes, a cat. Huh? Cat? A naughty little cat's been sneaking into the cellar the past few days, so I'm trying to catch him. If you happen to come across him, don't let him get away. Right. And what will you do once you've caught him? Well, I don't want to punish him. That would be mean. If he insists on coming back, I think I'll take him in and teach him how to be a house cat. Need to help him. Are you not fond of cats, master? I don't mind them, no. Then there you have it. I hope he doesn't take too long to warm up to us. Maybe it'll help if you give him a name. Oh, a name? That's a great idea. What should we call him then? You decide, master. Want me to pick a name? This is your house, after all, so it's only right that you'd be the one to choose. Not sure I follow that reasoning. What does the cat look like? Well, he's wild, and so he's dirty, I guess. He's kind of got some spots here and there. Is he ugly? I'd say so, yeah. Alright then. Ugly Speckles Mark II. That's a name? Why on earth would you want to call something that? Oh no. It's Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo. And what does Mark II even mean? You guys are so indecent? What do you mean indecent? How dare you?
Oh no.
What is this game? This is House in Fata Morgana. This is a visual novel. Indecency? Why are you calling us indecent?
Total extermination.
Yeah, Jock, could you exterminate? It's fully charged. Be quiet. It's on you if he runs away, master. My time with Giselle made a normal person out of me. I mean, Ricardo, we've been doing visual novels on weekends for the past, 4 years. I don't know if this counts as me now falling down the rabbit hole. Made me able to tell stupid jokes, to get frustrated or surprised or exasperated. I started showing actual emotion. Our silly, meaningless banter became something precious. My heart of stone began to soften. The world she created for me was what I had yearned for my whole life, having lost half of it imprisoned and spent the other half playing an identity that conflicted with how I felt in my heart. It was the first time I genuinely felt like I was allowed to be myself. Yeesh, you're not a kid, so don't be so picky. It's not good for you. You make a mockery out of the culinary arts. I've heard quite enough, Master. It sounds like I'm going to need to put your taste buds through some intense rehabilitation. How about this, Master? Play a game against me. And of course, if you're open to it, it doesn't have to end there. We can continue getting to know each other for years to come. What's the name of the white-haired girl? So the white-haired girl is Michael, Lisa. The white-haired girl's name was Michelle, but the fucked up thing about the white-haired girl is that she was the youngest daughter in the Bollinger family, but it was actually the youngest son, and the mother is fucking crazy and treated her youngest son like a girl for their entire life. And told everyone in the mansion that it was a daughter and not a son, and then proceeded to not let anyone see them because they had sensitive skin. No, so, yeah, we were wondering why the white-haired girl existed in the other timelines, and we're basically assuming that the witch is trolling the shit out of Giselle. She hates Giselle. Soon you'll be playing Umineko. I'm actually interested in Umineko, but I've had several people tell me it's not a good stream game. Why would a Brazilian streamer rage quit while drinking vodka? Did they just... was it too much? Fata Morgana's 10 out of 10. I think Fata Morgana's really good. Yeah, we'll discuss it during the LPT RPG review, I think. I don't think that Pangy would ever play Umineko. I'm actually interested in its story time, but I think you actually have told me that it's not a good streaming game. And I think I might trust that advice. The cover is just Morgana toying with Michael. Wait, are you talking about the title screen, Lisa? Because that's Giselle and Michael. Giselle not equals Morgana. Yeah. I don't think it's a good stream game for your stream in particular. Oh, interesting. I feel like I would only go to Umineko if I was, like, running low on visual novels that I want to play. At least for right now, we're kind of stacked. Like, we're set up through probably the end of the year with Process of Elimination and Ace Attorney Trilogy. You confused everyone's names. It's okay, Lisa. You've got every Ace Attorney game to play, yeah. I won't be doing them all in a row, though. Although, we also have those fan-made DR games that won't ever finish. Yeah, true. Danganronpa The After actually has, like, 3 chapters out, and they're a YouTube watch series, so I'm very interested in getting to that. Eden's Garden is the only one that we're gonna play in bits, and I'm gonna wait for the others to get completed. If they ever get completed, I think. What we've really come to realize about Danganronpa fan games is that, like, there are I think it's a lot of really young fans of Danganronpa that get really fixated and excited about the prospect of making their own Danganronpa game, and then they realize it's omega fucking work and drop the project because it's too much work for, like, unpaid labor to, like, make a decent product. So if that's what ends up happening to all the Danganronpa fan games, like, so be it, it's fine. I have my tabs on, like, 7 or 8 of them, and I even added them all to the list so that they can be monitored, and I have a place that I can remember them. But I am finding that even with Eden's Garden, we are at almost 2 years between the prologue and Chapter 1. Bruh. Chapter 1! That is one chapter of the game. The game is supposed to be 6 chapters. Like, we legitimately could not see the end of the game
cannot be altered
until 2027. Like, think about that. 2030, even. Like, are we gonna be playing Eden's Garden in 2030? Am I gonna be 40? When, you know, like, I will be dead by then. Yeah, so Eden's Garden Prologue came out in December 2022. It's almost been a year since that Chapter 1 devlog. Not quite. We got a Chapter 1 devlog in spring this year, and remember, I was copium. I was like, guys, it's gonna come out this weekend or in 2 weekends, and we're gonna have Eden's Garden, and oh my god, I can't wait. And then they said, actually, the fall. And now, I'm not gonna lie, they have another devlog. And the guy said, as of right now, we think we can honor the fall release date. That means there's a chance they are not going to honor it. Like, what is taking so long? It's a devlog series, you're right. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. We'll be finishing Eden's Garden when I'm retiring. Just like in Escape. Oh.
So saved.
No. Bad reason. Unpaid labor with no accountability be like that? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I get it, okay? I get it. I know what I'm dealing with. I know the animal. Apparently only Korean studios commit to their projects, and, like, the young American kids trying to make Danganronpa games just cannot follow through. And you know what? That's fine. Even I started writing a prologue for the Pang Nation Danganronpa, and I dropped it. Yeah, classic. I should release the script. I should release the scrolls about the first chapter. No, because the victim of Chapter 1 would be legitimately upset with Pink. Because, like, not only was it going to be like Pang Nation Danganronpa, but I, like, baked inside jokes into it. So, it was Tragedy Ann. Anyways. It can't be Tragedy Ann, because Tragedy Ann hasn't shown up in years. Who's Tragedy Ann? Don't worry about it. Actually, Lisa, you might have played Among Us with Tragedy Ann, like, years ago. I don't remember if you were still, like, I don't remember if she was still coming around for Among Us by the time you joined. Yeah. Tragedy Ann has maybe my favorite name I've ever seen on Twitch, though. For real. It's actually perfect. Giselle. Though I did my best not to show it, I think that I treasured our time together even more than you did. I'd latched onto it, desperately refusing to let go. Giselle Lullaby. Oh, hi, Sionis. Happy Saturday. Sionis, you playing Among Us tonight? Go get the Vino. I should be if I can stay up. Alright, let's do our best to stay up. You have sake for tonight? What kind? Is it nigori? I go through phases where I like nigori sake and then I get really sick of it and I don't drink it for years. Strawberry flavored sake? Okay, that sounds sus. Have some coffee. Sionis will execute Operation Melinda Virga. I know. Literally anything Sionis does is Operation Melinda Virga because we lost track of what the operation was about. Ja. So now we just assume that it's Sionis' behavior. So did Sionis? Well. Commencing total extermination. And honestly, I agree. Yeah. Sionis, there was a queen on the most recent season that I was calling Florida Sionis. Or FL Sionis for Florida. I can't remember her name anymore, but she was very good at lip syncing. If you said the name, I would probably, like, remember. Which season? The last season I watched. I know that doesn't help. It's a nice song. It is a really nice song. I love the music in Fata Morgana. US season? Yeah. Because this is FL Sionis. FL Sionis would not be in Canada or the UK. Or the world. Roxy? No. No, it was not All-Stars. No, Roxy can't be Sionis. It's FL Sionis. She's like the lip sync queen from her season. Oh, she's from Florida. Can you feel the gothic under? I can. Also, how dare you call me Roxy? Yeah, it was Morphine! Yeah, Morphine was FL Sionis. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Yeah, sorry, story time. I'm getting very distracted today. Yeah, I heard about the car accident. I hope she's okay. You guys screaming morphine was odd, right out of context. Yeah, sorry. Trixie's daughter. Is she? And I needed you. Wait, we're back to the cool-looking portraits. Are you listening, Morgana? It's deep Drag Race lore. I can hear you just fine, my dear. Now what brings you all the way up here? You know you can call me from anywhere in the house. My bonds to this tower have been broken. This is a conversation we can only have here. The place where we first met. It's time for us to part ways. My desires haven't changed since our first encounter. I wish to be a person. To be a man. Exactly. When I'm with Giselle, I am that. She makes me into the person I always wanted to be. And now you wish to be rid of me, so you can complete your descent into the realm of the unclean. I do. You started Honkai again? Angi's impersonation is an 11 out of 10. Thank you. Theater kid vibes. Well, I was a theater kid, so take that. Yeah, I started playing Sword of Convallaria, Sionis. I almost called you Sinus.
Delightful.
Like a sinus infection. Yeah, I started playing Sword of Convallaria because I'm weak, and I just fucking love tactics games. That's not... Sinus? Yeah. Spelled just like that. Thank you, Ifrit, for, producing that. You came all the way up here just to tell me that. A needless formality. Sinus. Better Honkai than Genshin Impact? I'm playing Genshin Impact, and what of it? And you know what? I drunkenly bought the Battle Pass last night. No, I didn't. Oh, I did! Why did I do that? I do not play Genshin enough to do that!
It's just like a dream.
Okay, anyways, no, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
It's just like a dream.
Can you what?
just like a dream.
No, it's fine. It's like a $10 thing. It's like $10, and I might get Emily out of it, so it's worth it. I'm coping. Time to complete the BP in half a patch. Yeah, I actually could do it with the summer event, and I have most of my weeklies done this week. I could just, you know, I could just play next week, right? It's fine, it's fine. No, everybody don't panic, it's fine. Classic. Also, I saw that, somebody was really good, what's her name? The Scythe girl. Apparently she's like an amazing fire DPS and I have her, so I started building teams with her and I'm like impressed. And she probably combos really well with Emily. Yeah, we're gonna play daily, it's not gonna be a problem. Hanging addicted to a gacha? Yeah, what else is new? Yeah, Arlecchino. She's OP? Perfect. I need OP, because I suck at the Abyss. No one bring up Genki. Cappuccino, yes. Latte. All Genshin streams every day next week? Absolutely not. I use her every day? Well, Lisa, you have a different reason for that. I remember how you were with Kafka, and I'm getting the same vibe. I love that during her ult, though, she's all... amazing. Gacha is a weapon made by the devil? Well, perhaps. Anyway, Fata Morgana. I'm sorry, Michael, but we are kindred spirits. As much as you may want to deny it, you could be second to only God, yet you spurn his gifts. Kafka's my main, of course she is. I am nothing like you. I am a human, nothing more. Honestly though, Sionis, it's been so long since we played that she's probably power crept and not considered very good anymore. Because I thought Blade was like mega OP, and now Rosen told me that he's shite. Kafka's still good. She's the only character in the game that does what she does. Oh, that's good. So maybe she's future-proof for a bit. Blade got power crept by who? Kafka and Black Swan is fine. What about the launch? Not 5 stars. Are they all replaced? I will use Asta no matter what. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Dong. Taco Bell.
Who's the lucky one today?
Fucking love Asta. Kafka, yeah. Ayla is still relevant. I heard that. King's Vision. Fan. Himeko and Bronya are still okay. Oh, Bronya! Bronya was good. That's the one that E-Tier betrayed. Oh, and Himeko! I love Himeko too. Japard was murdered by Adventurine. Not the twink death by another twink. That's fine. I like Adventurine, I just don't have him. And I prefer Japard, but that's because I'm a basic bitch. Bronya's still good and Himeko is good now, which is crazy, yeah. Herta's OP as well, interesting. I have a level 60 Herta, so... I was looking for a visual novel to play a few minutes ago, then I found Pangy playing one. Yeah. I play visual novels at this time every Saturday, unless if I'm busy and I don't... And we're playing this again tomorrow, by the way, guys, in case if I'm yapping too much. What time is it? How much Fata Morgana? Okay, we still have 2 hours, we're good. I shall not condemn you for your unyielding resolve, but rather pity you for being so utterly blind. Allow me to make even a prediction before I depart, Michael. First namesake of an archangel. Pangy, I've noticed that when you're not super engaged in whatever is happening in the VN, you tend to yap with chat a lot more. Yeah, correct. I like Fata Morgana's music. So, it's fun background stuff. But yeah, when there's no drama happening, I'm definitely less engaged, for sure. Fata Morgana just be like that. Admittedly, I found the last 2 chapters to be a bit of a decline. Even though that they're telling, like, important information, outside of a few scenes, like, the shit with Amy was like, oh, and maybe it was just that. Yeah, the Amy stuff was definitely good, but the other parts of it, and especially this, like, retelling of everything from Michael's perspective, I'm kind of like... My dopamine receptors are permanently damaged from Danganronpa. I mean, I love Danganronpa. We started with the best series, in my opinion. But, also, take into account, I am very much that person that the first part, like the first game in a series that I play is always my favorite. Almost. Almost always. Because I put the first experience on a pedestal. So because Danganronpa was the first, technically second, the first was Dream Daddy, but Lamau. Because Danganronpa was like the first visual novel, it's very important for me and remembered favorably. 13 Sentinels is so good, yeah. It's in the it's the holy trifecta of visual novels. So Danganronpa, Zero Escape, 13 Sentinels. That's the three.
At times like this, you just have to act yourself. WWID.
Hi, Matt. Dream Daddy is a funny visual novel. I will never forget that game. Yeah, I was talking with Grant earlier today, and he told me to try The Wolf Among Us, and it actually looks kind of cool. I put it on the list as like a tentative.
You've got a daddy to find.
I don't know if anybody knows that game, but I'm considering. Yeah. You're not a fan of Telltale games? Let's play Detroit Become Human. I do want to play Detroit Become Human. And Raging Luke. Yeah, Raging Luke would be really fun, but I think you have to play that game a million times like Noja. Ricardo, I already played 13 Sentinels. How would I say 13 Sentinels is one of the holy trifecta if I hadn't played it? Okay, you're not, okay, no. No, if you need to satisfy your mecha thing, you can play Robopon. Play 13 Sentinels. Alright, Matt. God damn it, Matt! No. You know what? We're gonna play Lost Dimension again. Alright? Lost Dimension. We're not getting the meteor ending this time. Nah, Lisa, I got VODs for that. See you on YouTube or wherever I put it. Uploading to YouTube is a pain in the ass, by the way, but that's a whole discussion for another day.
Looks good, looks good.
Eska. Oh. Yeah, we do have to revisit Eska and Logi. Also, I keep watching RPG recommendation videos and they keep telling me to play Atelier Sophie. Super Robot Wars? Hey Ricardo, have you heard of a game called Robot Alchemic Drive? Tell me. If we are replaying stuff, let's relive the wet conversation. I'm surprised you remember that, Dammy. I'm actually super surprised you remember that. Never heard of this game? Look it up. It has bread soup. Allow me... Oh yeah, we already read this. You may think that you're making some sort of progress, but the fact of the matter is you've gone nowhere. Will that smile of Giselle's be able to withstand your secrets? You know better than anyone that no one can accept what you are, not even her. You remember that it was a thing, but I can't tell you what it was from? It was from It was from Zero Escape, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 hours, whatever. I don't remember what the order of the 9s is, but 999. Yes, bread soup. I would love to see Pangy playing Genealogy of the Holy War or Thracia. I don't plan on revisiting Genealogy, but I would play Thracia, again, Iron Man format, basically anytime. Yeah, they were in front of the elevator, about to go down to the lower level of the ship. And June was concerned about getting wet. You will never be with anyone. I understand that. Wet, sweat, a set. No, Michael, you don't understand, but you will soon enough. What you have now is not true happiness. I heard you're going to throw your Path of Radiance Iron Man to start Thracia Iron Man? No. Path of Radiance, I think we're gonna finish it, though. Actually, we could die in Clash. But I think we've officially made it in the clear because of my Jill. Wait, this is important. This is very important. Did everyone see the image? Hold on, I'm getting it. We made this. I was bored at work on Friday, so I made this so everyone can see the current standings in Path of Radiance. Oh, Anna reverse looks interesting. So there's that. Everyone can view the current standings on everyone in the Path of Radiance Iron Man. Did I have a brat summer? What does that mean? Is that a hot girl summer? Flash is spooky even for Giga carries. If they don't get chipped out, there is a real danger of breaking every weapon in inventory. Jesus Christ. Yeah. We made the Path of Radiance tier lists. And there will be more bodies by Clash too, so it could be hard. Anyways. It's empty, naught but a masquerade. And when the night is over, the masks will come off. So what if it isn't permanent? Isn't real? Does the ephemeral make it worthless? Why can I not want something that doesn't last forever? This is the first time I've ever found joy in life. Those moments of happiness only serve to worsen the loss. The sweeter the honey, the more you despair when the pot runs dry. How are you guys transforming my Anna like this? Sooner or later, you will return to me begging for my help, and I have every intention of giving it to you. I will not hold this over you either. For when you come to me, it will be in the time of your utmost despair. And when your little paradise finally comes crumbling down, you will become what I am. So I will take my leave from your side in anticipation of that day. Oh, channel points are doing it. So he actually dismissed Morgana. Until we meet again, my dear. Oh, hello, Master. I was just looking for you. I heated up some wine and thought you might. Is something the matter? No, I'm fine. Thank you. No, it's nothing. All I did was warm it over the fire. Are you sure nothing's the matter? I shouldn't be hearing the witch's voice anymore. So yes, I am fine. Yeah, she made some mulled wine. Karoy, that just makes no damn sense. Oh, wow. That's wonderful news, Master. It is. Giselle seemed quite relieved when I informed her the witch would no longer be bothering me. I knew she didn't believe in the witch, but that wasn't what mattered. What did matter was that despite likely questioning my sanity when I first told her about it, she hadn't tried to pull away. She treated me the same as before. She never stopped smiling, and that meant so much more than whether or not she believed in the witch. With Morgana's voice no longer constantly in my ears, my life started to feel like some approximation of normal. In fact, I would say I was probably happier than most. Nevertheless, I intended to keep a certain degree of distance between us, for what the witch had said rang truer than I wanted to admit. Never be with anyone. Having been born into this body, that was my reality, and there was nothing I could do to change it. I had come to accept that, or so I thought. I wasn't going to covet what I couldn't have. But I had gotten a taste of sweet happiness. I had started to develop a great affection for that smile. And as much as I tried to tell myself I was just getting caught up in the moment, that the feelings would pass in time, I found myself unable to restrain the swelling of emotions within me. That day by the fireplace, I thought that all I wanted from you was friendship, to have you in my life, always nearby. I thought that if we were simply friends, I would still be able to see that smile, even if you were to learn what I was. That if we were merely friends, you would be able to accept that, so I would keep these things I felt inside, at all costs. However, with each passing day, with each gentle smile, my affection for you swelled. It reached the point where, as hard as I tried to keep it contained, all it would take was the slightest nudge for it to come spilling out, and it made me desire what was out of reach. I was convinced I had changed, because this happiness had become my everyday. I had no right to any such thing, but I came to wish that I could be the center of your life. I yearned for you, and I wanted you to yearn for me. And like the fool I am, I thought that with you, it might even be possible. I'm surprised Morgana left him. Me too. Honestly, it's no trouble. I mean it. You just took me by surprise, that's all. I am pleased. It doesn't matter how it turns out. You drew it from us, Master. Whether it's good or bad is irrelevant. I would be happy with anything drawn from me by the man I love. That one word set me into motion, for I had long since fallen deeply, utterly in love with you, and there was no escaping that. Listen very carefully. I love you. I love you so much. I feel like my heart is going to explode. Big pause. Nevertheless, there was also no escaping my past, what I was. Knowing I could never truly be with you, that I could do nothing about this body, I pushed you away. But seeing all the color drain from your face, I knew I had to take that step. I thought that maybe you could change my world. If you really did love me as much as you said, together we could change everything. We could walk a new path side by side. And so, I decided to trust my heart. I'm in heaven. I'm so happy I could cry. You are crying. I too was elated. Lisa, whatever you do, do not ask Ricardo for dating advice. Oh, not this again. Giselle, I'm sure you thought I was a kind-hearted man, that my love for you was pure and chaste, and I wanted to be that for you. But underneath the surface lurked indecent desires. Despite anything I didn't want to hurt you, that just having you by my side was enough, Lisa. My desire bubbled up at the warmth of her skin. I wanted to let that heat take over, to let my hands run free. I could feel it burning inside me. What is going on? Flashbacks, Phil. Happy Saturday. I longed for intimacy, not just emotionally, but physically. I wished I could lay you down on my bed and satisfy those desires. I wanted to make love to you. Fortunately, that was not possible. I didn't have the ability. Cheers, Phil. No matter how hard I try, my body lacks the capability to be one with you. I can pray that I can long, and I can wish all I want, but my body will never be what I want it to be. This is such a weird... So Michael is a biological man, but he just doesn't have a dick? Like, we still need the explanation. Dating advice. Say, sorry for not finding you sooner. Be waiting for someone like my whole life. Now I can rest every night in peace. That is weird. Maybe they cut him? You don't think the mother... Yeah. Classic. I am gray, though I have always known my true color. I have no way of becoming it. My heart was always known what I am, but the world refuses to accept it. Every time I claim I'm normal, 5 say I'm an abomination. Would it really have been too much to ask for me to have been born normal, but me be who I truly am? Is that really so much to ask? Yeah. Things began to change when I learned my father, Antonin, had passed away. George would, I assume, be busy preparing to take his place. And if what he had said was true, then I would be welcomed back to the estate. I would no longer be a demon child, but a member of the Bollinger family once more. Deep down, though, I couldn't completely believe it would actually happen. After 11 years in exile, I had no idea how they felt about me anymore. See, this is why I said we shouldn't consult Ricardo. Alright, we're hydrating. Actually, this is a good time to go refill, so, BRB.
It's tea time! It's tea time!
Why, hello. I am back. Not the Apple Music playlist of Ricardo's dating advice. Absolutely not. Wait, we missed some lines. After 11 years in exile, I had no idea how they felt about me anymore. Would they even remember a promise they had made so long ago? Fear that they wouldn't threaten to consume me, but Giselle, as she often seemed to do, put my mind at ease. No matter where I go, you'll be there with me, Michael. A mixtape? No, this can't be. Peggy be a good boy, and Dammy said Peggy doesn't know how. How dare. So we're getting close to the time that they get killed, yeah? You made a mixtape with 7 songs and it didn't work out. I'm sorry. It's true, I am nervous, not knowing what the future holds. So, I'm kind of thinking that here's what happens. Because remember, Michael sends a letter back to the mother to say, like, hey, I'm moving home, and by the way, I'm a man, and I'm with Giselle. So I think that in response to that letter, the mother sends people to kill Giselle because the mother thinks Giselle is a witch. And that's why this whole shit show happens with him dying in the tower and Giselle meeting Morgana. But not in a scared something bad might happen kind of way. It's more of a jittery, excited anxiousness. I'm confident the two of us can overcome anything, no matter what obstacles may come our way. I bet I know who she sends to because this game loves its tragedy ends. Yeah, that's a funny way of phrasing it. Rosen. And that's how the reincarnation starts? Yeah. Because they both made deals with Morgana. Together, we can create an even more wonderful future. Could I believe her? Could I believe... Oh, could I have her faith in... Could I have faith in her wonderful future? That she would always be there with me. That we would return to the estate and finally move on with our lives. That together we could create a future. No, that wasn't a question. I wanted to have faith. I wanted to believe as much as she did. I wanted to believe that even if I was gray, I could have a normal life together with her. She had rescued me from the depths of hell, and now I wanted to make her happy. After taking the step in our relationship, I made numerous attempts to reveal the truth about what I was. And every time I tried, sharp pain gripped my chest, and my words faded into nothing before they could reach my lips. I knew that if our relationship were to continue, I would have to tell her eventually. But merely imagining her face twisted in disgust nearly crushed me. She was everything to me. And so we prepared for our departure. I decided it was time to make some changes. It was time for me to break out of my rut. And what happened next depended largely on whether Mother and my brothers were willing to accept me as a man. The course my future took was in their hands, in their hearts. If they couldn't accept me, then I couldn't return home. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that things would turn out for the best, that my family would accept me for who I was, and that they would accept what I had with Giselle. I decided I would tell Giselle everything after I received their responses, and I hoped dearly that she would join me, wherever I ended up. I couldn't provide Giselle the same kind of happiness a normal man could, but if she and my family accepted me, I would do anything I could to build a happy family with her in my own way. And so I sat down to write. Dear Mother, there's something I wish to tell you, something that means a great deal to me, so I ask of you, please hear me out. And I ask of you, please accept it. Mother, I no longer bear any resentment for my present lot in life. Nevertheless, I would ask you to concede one thing, that I was never cursed, that I was always your son, that I am Michael, not Michelle. I have found someone whom I deeply care for, a woman, and I love her with all my heart. I would like to spend the rest of my life with her. I do not wish for much, simply to have a quiet life with her, to go through our days together, man and woman. That is the one thing I want. Mother, I know you're aware that my body is no longer female. I am a man. My heart is male. I ask of you to please accept that. I have no grudge with you. In fact, I am incredibly grateful to you. Yeah, Lisa. For bringing me into this world. With love, your dearest son. But rather than a reply, I received a visit from knights ordered to kill me. Michael, tell me, why do you think this is your fault? What is your curse? Your curse. It isn't just the color of your hair and eyes, is it? There's more to it, isn't there? There's something else, isn't there? Can you hear me, Morgana? Morgana, please say something. Morgana! Your predictions, they were right. I was a fool and you can laugh at me, so please say something. Death! Death to the unholy one! Death to the heretic! Death to the witch! Why won't you answer me, Morgana? Why can I not feel you there beside me? You said you would help me when I came for it. Well, here I am begging for your help. Please come back to me just this once. I know you're there somewhere. Please, before they break the door down. Michael, I'm all right. It's okay, Michael. I'm not scared. You're here with me after all. I'm fine. It's all fine. So please hold me until it's all over. Please stay with me. Michael, my dear, why would you ever believe that fairy tale nonsense? Why would you ever think a wonderful future awaited you? Donna, here you are now, wretched, pitiful. For that, you have my sympathy. I will help you in your time of need. Finally, you speak. Michael, I can feel the despair emanating from you. Hate it. It kills you. This is how you're rewarded for fighting to be yourself. You know exactly who sent those knights, don't you? They rejected you. Rejected what you are. Hey, Michael, are you alright? Your family, unable to accept your body and heart, branded you a heretic and turned you over to the church. Yes, they did. And did you hear what the knights were saying? They've even accused you of being a witch. Taken my sins and placed them on you. Come back to me, Michael! You hate them, don't you? You want to curse them, don't you? You want to kill them, don't you? I shall grant you that wish. Out of your hatred and despair, I shall make my own wish. And that wish shall become a curse upon your family's wicked souls. You grant my wish then, Morgana. Yes, absolutely. Tell me what is you want, my poor little darling. Michael! Let your contempt flow free. Give me the names of those you want cursed. Add Amy too, please, for real. I want you to protect her. Excuse me. If they find her, you could be accused. She could be accused of abetting a witch and executed as well. So please, use your powers to keep her safe. You said you would grant my wish, did you not? That was not the wish I was hoping for. I know. That's the wish I want granted. Morgana! Oop, wrong voice. Then offer me something in return. Such a disappointing wish will require a sacrifice. Step beyond that door, my dear, and witness ultimate despair. That was my plan anyway. So long as I am considered a heretic and marked for death. My being alive puts Giselle in danger. Indeed it does. Yet here you are, shaking like a scared little child. Of course I'm scared. There isn't a single person who doesn't fear death. Please keep her safe. You're the only one who can help me, Morgana. You have my word. From this moment, I vow to protect her life. Thank you. Giselle. Please hear me out, Giselle. I never thought anything good would become of my life. I never thought I would find anyone who truly understood me, who would be happy to have my love. And for that, I hated the world. I was in constant torment, living in the shadows. But then a single ray of light shone down on me. Michael? You, Giselle. Delivered me from the darkness. Scared, Giselle. Terrified. I used to think my life was meaningless, that it didn't matter if I lived or died. But now I can't stop shaking. That's perfectly normal. I'm scared to death too, but what scares me most is losing you. Michael! So please, allow me to repay you. I said I would do anything for you, so let me do this. I haven't given you anything. I haven't done anything for you. So give me one final chance. Michael! What are you doing? Get back in here, Michael. What? Why? The door. I can't open it. Michael? Michael, what did you do to the door? Come on, get back in here. Yes, you really can perform miracles, Morgana. I don't want to lose you either. I know that by doing this, I will bring you pain, Giselle. But I can't make you happy, no matter how hard I try. And I realize that now. Say something, Michael. You're out there, aren't you? Please. Please don't do anything rash. They're going to kill you if you're out there. Giselle, the witch told me. What? That she would ensure your safety. Michael, she isn't real. There's no witch talking to you. It's all in your head. A figment of your imagination created to alleviate your loneliness. You and struggling when I try to pull a push door? Oh, Ja, that's not... Rest assured, she does not lie. Michael! I pray that someday she will be able to get past this. To move on with her life. She needs to know. That's what I want. I have to find the right words. I'm pathetic. My voice is so shaky. Please listen. You are a wonderful woman, Giselle. Spirited, true to yourself, deeply sympathetic. You are not to blame for how difficult your life has been. Most of the fault lies with me, a bit of bad fortune. But this is all behind you now. Once this is over, you can start anew. What are you talking about? So survive. Live a good, fulfilling life. Move past this. Live your life and always love your family. I know you can do it. That is my wish for you. No, I don't want that. I want to be with you. No one else but you. I don't want to let you die. There it is! Death to the heretic! Death to the heretic! Death to the heretic! Get back in here, Michael. Open the door. If my choice is to live on without you, I'd rather... Your scars will heal. You'll find a nice man and have a wonderful family. Why? Because you have a good family. You have a mother and sister who love you. If you were to be executed here with me, you would be marked a heretic as well. Your family would be condemned. I don't want anyone else to suffer that kind of disgrace. But I can't tell you any of that, because I don't want you looking into why I am a heretic. So this is where we part ways, Giselle. Thank you, Giselle, for bringing light to my world. Don't say that! The year we shared together and the months since our relationship blossomed have been the brightest days of my life. But if there is a next life, I hope you don't mind if I pray we're able to meet again. And this time, that we can find each other once more in another world in a body that better suits me. Michael! Michael. I had thought I was prepared. That I was doing something good. Something I could be proud of. That I would give my life for her with my head held high. But it wasn't long before I realized what the witch had meant. What she had warned me about. When she said ultimate despair. Alright, Rosen.
The predicted outcome.
Yeah, Rosen. It's gonna be the brothers. As long as it's not Amy. I knew as soon as Michael idolized Didier for being a knight. Yep. It is our holy duty as knights of the church to deliver punishment unto the heathen
Don't believe it!
who made a pact with the devil. I'll wait for Lisa. Let's take a breather and wait for Lisa. You guys. Also, I feel like Twitch ads always play after, like, when things start to get good. It somehow always knows. Like fighting game tournaments, it'll be like on intermission for a long ass time, and then as soon as a match starts, it goes to ads. It's like, bitch. Oh, you're back? Okay. You are sentenced to death, your body to be hanged upon the cross for 3 days and 3 nights, wherein your unholy flesh shall be purified by the fires of heaven. Why? What are you doing here? I stared up at the night, eyes wide, for the voice from within the helm. Didier. Belonged to my elder brother. You shall now be executed. Do you have any final words? I knew well enough that Mother was not in her right mind, and while her refusal to accept me had hurt, at the same time I had somewhat expected it. Yeah, so this is a little heartbreaking because I kind of thought the mother was acting on her own, but Didier and George might have also betrayed him. It made sense to me. In her madness, Mother had declared me a heretic and reported me to the church. But Didier. Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies, and they do so to protect the weak, women and children. I'm here to protect you and your mother. What are you doing here? Why are you pointing your sword at me? Are you smiling behind that cold steel helm? Frowning, or staring expressionlessly? Hey, he is hot jam. Didier is. Though your transformation was too much for Mother and Father to accept, with enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before, just like it did for myself and George. None of this is your fault. It was all unfortunate timing. You said that it would all go back to normal eventually. And I trust that even if the whole world says I'm cursed, that you'll always be on my side, that you'll always be my brothers. Can I put my trust in you once more, Didier, George? You absolutely can, Michael. I swear to God on high. Yeah, the music's so good. Did your vow have any meaning at all? I spent years here in this dark house, waiting, believing you would come through for me. And now they're literally going to be the one that kills. I don't believe it. Ah! I cry. So why? Why are you standing here a half-dozen knights at your back, saying I am to be executed? Why? Didier.
Get wrecked!
Yeah, this always happens to me. Do not cry. Don't you dare cry, Michael.
My goodness, how awful!
You're standing here in front of this door as a man protecting the woman he loves, so you mustn't cry. Who? Who is it you're sentencing to death? This is just like what will happen in Sword of Convalaria. Listen. Xavier better not betray me in that game. Michael Bollinger or a demon child, naturally. Or a witch, perhaps. But why? I'm not an angel sent from heaven, or a demon child. Then what am I? What on earth am I? What are you? You're a Bollinger. You're our family. That's all there is to it. Thought we were brothers. Our familial bonds have long since been severed, first witch. Ah, now I see, Giselle. This world never had a place for me. I was never welcome here. Kill him! So many blades pierced my flesh, Didier's sword in my chest, lances in my arms and shoulders, arrows in both my legs. I could hardly even tell what hurt anymore. The pain from within was much clearer. My heart cracked audibly before shattering completely. Don't cry. Not cry. Tears will only make me more pitiful. So don't you cry, Michael. Don't cry. Cried. I believed in you. Didier. When I was younger, I idolized you. Those broad shoulders, muscular arms, gentle eyes. Everything you said. Your simple but pure desire to become a knight. Thought if I could be like you, then I could be proud of who I was. Though that may have faded somewhat after being locked away for so long, my adoration for you never went away. I thought of you, of everyone. I thought you of everyone would accept me for who I am, and I thought you would celebrate my relationship with Giselle. That you would put those big hands on my shoulders, a smile on your face, and say, I'm happy for you. And you would welcome her into the family. That we could go to outings. We could go on outings together on cloudy days, and maybe she could make something for us. She's pretty good as a cook, after all. George would rifle through the basket before lunch, and Didier would scold him. I'd be there for the watch, a proud smile on my face. As unlikely, as out of reach as I knew it was, I still dreamed of a life like that. I had the faintest hope that when we saw each other again, that dream might come true. Didier, I had put my faith in you. There he is, Jam. And so my life came to an end. But that wasn't the end of the story. I don't know if what comes next could be called my story, but memories of the events linger in my soul. After being pierced by Didier's blade, I found myself looking down upon my own corpse. How could I have imagined that I would be made to witness my own misery, even death? I watched as my eldest brother dragged me to the place of my crucifixion, and my soul, evidently still bound to my flesh, was dragged along with it, against my will, down to the nearby village. That's so fucked up. The knights! The knights have returned from their holy quests! Oh, how we've awaited your arrival! How glorious it is to see you! Waiting for us there was a cluster of villagers. A large cross lay on the ground in the center of the square. Holding torches, they formed a crowd around the knights, several of them familiar faces. The men who had come to ransack the mansion were standing there, staring at my body in awe. Uh-oh, cheap viewers. Get him, Jam! Ah, the Lord's judgment has been delivered unto the witch of the cursed mansion by his holy servants. How what? You have to ban the Karasarpi. Thanks, Jam. Yeah, it's Amade. Judge Judy opens computer and then closes computer. Okay, yeah, you do love that one. Strawberry soju is yum. Okay, Cyanus, you said sake before. And I was like, the fuck? Strawberry sake? The fuck? We already have Sionis anyway, not calling Sionis a cheap viewer. He's a cheap date, not a cheap viewer. Green apple soju is good? Yeah, it is. Lychee soju is OP. It's actually a daiquiri. Oh. No longer shall we live in fear of the curse befalling us. Eternal peace is assured. We have assembled all the tools you need to execute your divine mission, a cross befitting of such a heinous sinner. That which threatened to curse us, sullied our pure ears with its blasphemy. I had done no such thing. I hadn't cursed anyone. I had merely been defending myself. They had been armed and outnumbered me, so I had said what was necessary to chase them off. Our poor harvest and our suffering at the hands of the greedy lord were all the work of the witch. Why then were they acting like I was at fault? Why was I the sinner, and why did I need to be judged? My soul trembled at the overwhelming fervor consuming the crowd, their zealous desire to see judgment passed, so I prayed. I asked God to grant me the smallest of miracles, to let my voice reach my brother who carried my body. Please don't do this, Didier. Please hear my voice. You know me better than that. You know I've done nothing wrong. Those men smirking at the sight of my body. They're the ones putting the blame for their sins on me. Please, tell me you at least don't think I did those things. I mean, Michael, your brother literally stabbed you in the chest. It's over. It's fucking over. Don't put me on that cross. If it was Mother who sold me out to the church, then surely you can give me a respectable burial. Nails on the rope for the crucifixion are here. We would have you, O knight, deliver the Lord's judgment unto this vile witch. Didier, why do you say nothing? Why do you accept the tools this man presents you? Tools to punish me? Tell me, Didier. Crucifixion! Crucify it! Crucify the witch! My brother lowered my corpse to the ground and began removing my clothing. And in that very moment, I realized the purpose of hanging someone from a cross. Overwhelmed by hopelessness, tears streamed down my face. Please, anything but that, I'm begging you. Don't expose me to these people. Don't expose my body, Didier. I'm begging you, don't do it. But of course, my voice had no way of reaching him. And he proceeded to remove my clothing piece by piece until I was left fully nude. For a brief moment, an unpleasant silence spread through the crowd. The erratic cackling of their torches was the only sound that came from the square. And then, with a mocking smile, one man spoke. Ah, so there it is, the devilish creature. Look at me, please. Look away. Or just get it over with and burn me now. Burn my body, please. One simple thing was all I was missing. I had the frame of a man. I lacked breasts of a woman. My heart was male. I was in love with a woman. You sold your soul to the devil, and this is what you became. This frightful, reprehensible creature. To dare defile the sacred body God blessed you with. What was that? Was that what people thought of me? Was there no way to make them understand? Could they not possibly imagine how miserable it was to live in a body that didn't fit the shape of your soul? Was there no way to get through to them, even the slightest bit, that all I wanted was to be what I felt I was? Was that really so heinous a crime? Please, Didier, stop this! Don't humiliate me any further. Please, just let me depart this world in peace. Carry my body away from this place. That's all I ask. And if you can't do that, then at least burn me instead. Didier, Didier! And then he placed my body upon the cross, bound my arms together at the wrists with a rope, and then drove a nail through my palms. I couldn't look away. I tried to close my eyes, but I couldn't. My vision remained perfectly clear despite the constant stream of tears. When he was finished attaching my body to the cross, he had several other knights lifted it off the ground, planted it in the center of the village square, and the villagers showered the knights with their praise and gratitude. Not for lack of trying, I was unable to get away from the cross. My soul was trapped there along with my body. Didier didn't say a word the entire time. Hey, Tenkai. Yeah, we're playing Fata Morgana tonight, Tenkai. I played some Ayuden earlier, and I got kind of beaten up by a boss in the, Rune Barrows. I had to use Yusuke, so I cheated. After a full day hanging there, grotesque blackish splotches began appearing on my lower body. Missed the boss fight? You did. It was hard. It was the first, like 2.5 hours of stream, and then we came to Fata Morgana. And we're gonna switch over to Among Us in an hour and 15 minutes. I'd buy an audiobook with Peggy's voice. That's very nice, actually. I would love to be an audiobook guy. I don't think my voice is that good, though. Sounds sus? Yes, sir. Numamon does not have an ass like that. Okay, anyways. Everyone who saw it grimaced in disgust. The knights, Didier included, had long since taken their leave. Leaving my soul behind, curled up at the base of the cross, a constant stream of tears ran down my face. Despite all my prayers, I remained bound to that place, left to rot on the cross of my body. You know what's funny? I think streaming for so many years has really improved my, reading aloud voice. I used to struggle a lot with reading in-game dialogue, and now I feel like it's kind of an afterthought, unless if I'm drunk and then I still fumble words sometimes, but like, yeah, I've noticed my own improvement in, like, the reading to stream category, so that makes me happy. So you're always drunk then? Boom! Passers-by threw rocks or spat on me. 48%. I think right now we're like a little buzzed right now. But we are simply pre-gaming Among Us, that's all. Children laughed. A mother warned her daughter to always obey God's teachings. This is super fucked. By 48 hours, black feathered birds and maggots had appeared to devour my rotting flesh. I couldn't imagine any less pleasant a sight than my own body decaying in sunlight, exposed for all to see. A group of children assembled in the square not far from the cross, and soon after a competition began to see who could take down the evil witch. Yeah, the details are super disgusting. They gathered all the rocks they could find and started throwing them at my corpse as hard as they could. The stones ripped through my decomposing flesh, exposing bits of bone. Naturally, they settled on a winner, the one who had torn off the most flesh, and went on their way. And when they were gone, the birds flocked in to take their place. Third day and night came and went, and at sunrise on the fourth day I received a visitor. Watch your step, madam. Crucifix is this way. After everything I had been through, I thought nothing more could possibly affect me. I had sunk as far down into the abyss as I could go. So, okay, wait, who is this? Is it the mother? Is it Giselle? Or is it Amy? Honestly, I'm gonna just say it better not be fucking Amy. It's for sure Amy. Okay, well, you were right about Didier, so let's see. However, mother. I knew it was her instantly. She was older and bonier than I remembered. She had bags under her eyes so dark they looked like bruises. Her once lustrous blonde hair had faded almost white. But I would always recognize my own mother. What are you doing here, mother? Father. In these 13 years since I had last heard mother's voice, it had grown raspy and weak. But There were still distinct traces in it of the woman who had raised me, who had stayed by my side when I was sick. Though I lacked a physical body, I still felt a deep, piercing chill at the sound of her voice. Father, this is not my daughter. I did not birth this accursed thing. No. No. I am her victim. For years I suffered at the hands of this witch. She stole my daughter away from me, tormenting me, endlessly tormenting me, trying to ruin me. A demon. You're a demon! Mother, I despise you, you foul, hellish monster. I loved you. You took everything from me. I could never bring myself to hate my birth mother. I feel nothing but revulsion for you. Loved you. An eternity in the hells... The fires of hell would be too good for you. I often disagreed with the things you said and did, but I still remember the feeling of your hand in mine as I lay sick in bed. I have absolutely no relation to this demon. I kept writing you letters, kept pretending to be a girl for you, because I didn't want to hurt you. This is not my daughter. I couldn't stand doing it. Whenever I sat down to write one, I came out a horrible wreck, even worse off than before. Even so, send this monster straight to hell! I didn't want to break you, Mother. I didn't want to push you any further off the edge. Quickly, set me free of this accursed thing! But I suppose I still did end up breaking you. Please be at ease, madam. The Lord has heard your prayers. He wants you to cast the demon into the clenching fires. He wants you to show him that, as you say, you have no relation to this unholy thrall. Gladly. Gladly! Maybe if Michael had cursed them, Giselle wouldn't have suffered. I don't think he's feeling sympathy. I think Michael's accepting that he was wrong to show sympathy in the first place for any of them. Like, fuck Didier, fuck the mother, George probably also fuck George, like... I'll gladly send this vile creature to the deepest pits of hell with my own two hands. Her eyes swirling with every hateful emotion imaginable, Mother took the torch from the priest. She tossed it into the pile of straw, spread around the base of the cross. The flame crackled as it spread upward, consuming my body and filling the square with the putrid stench of burnt flesh. Through the cloud of smoke, I could see a faint smile on Mother's lips. Mother, I'm so sorry. You had given birth to me. Okay, wait, maybe I'm wrong. When the inferno had devoured everything and the cross itself came crumbling down, my soul was finally released from that place. Or rather, I suppose it more shattered. The things I saw, the things I was made to watch, were harrowing. Morgana had been right. The anguish that came after knowing happiness was much greater than anything I had felt before. It eroded my spirit, drained me of the willpower to bear the sight of the world after death. But rather than give in to hatred like Morgana had, I despaired of myself. I didn't curse or bear a grudge against anyone. I prayed for my own extinguishment. My soul began to crumble, neither ascending to heaven nor falling to hell, but fading into darkness everlasting. My fingers were the first to go, and then my eyes, and then my mouth. All sound vanished into nothingness. My beating heart and all the emotions that had once taken root within it scattered like leaves upon the wind. My soul completely, wholly decomposed. I couldn't stand to allow my soul to return to the living world no matter what it might take residence in. Some length of time later, I began to hear a sound muffled and indistinct. No longer human, I had no voice to speak of, but the sound gradually increased in volume as a voice. Where are you, Michael? What are you doing? I'm still praying. I'm still wishing for you to appear before me. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I've been praying for so long I don't even know how long it's been. Before you left, you said you were going to pray too. You said you hoped we could meet again in another life. I'm not misremembering, am I? Michael, come back to me soon. As if drawn in by the sound of that voice, bit by bit, I began regaining some of what I had lost. But it took an incredibly long time. My body and soul had been ground to dust. I had rejected myself, scattered it into the void. It would take several lifetimes to find and reassemble all those pieces. Michael, all I can remember about you is your name, your glassy white skin, fiery red eyes, and your snow color. Nothing else. I had thought my mind, my body, my spirit, and my heart had all been eradicated. But every time I heard that voice, I thought, I must return. Well, thought is perhaps inaccurate. It was not so much a conscious idea as an instinctive force. The voice slowly buried the overwhelming pain I had suffered in both life and death. I began to search for the source of that quiet, constant whisper echo of the emptiness, chasing after that tiny fleck of light, the one thing in the world that seemed to desire my presence. Michael, I'm no longer the girl I once was. I've built a thick cocoon around myself, a cocoon I can't break free of. My own protective shell is devouring me. I am waiting for you, Michael. Waiting for you inside my shell. Always smiling. Will you be able to recognize the person I've become? Please, Michael, get me out of here. At long, long last, I found the ray of light I sought, and I had absolute certainty that if I followed it, I would reach the source of the voice. I had to find them. I had to set them free. I desperately had to give back to them what they had given to me. And that sense of purpose is what set me back into motion. The void was so expansive, so endlessly deep, that reaching the end of the trail of light was no easy task. Struggling to follow it to its source wore my barely held together soul thin, until it crumbled apart once more. Again and again I lost myself. I can't account for how much of my time chasing after that light. The gaps in my memory are large and frequent. Nevertheless, after countless cycles of breaking down and reassembling myself, after hundreds of years of wandering, I finally found my way back to that mansion. And when the two of us had our long-awaited reunion, neither of us were our old selves any longer. In my endeavor to return, I had worn my soul down to almost nothing. I was but a vague shadow, completely memories, and that was the beginning. We met each other anew, lost and broken life. The darkness here reminds me of my time in the void, of the despair that filled my shattered soul as it sunk into the endless abyss, of the emptiness I felt as my body crumbled and faded to nothing. And Michael, the poor soul who was named for an angel and born with a curse, made to bear an unfairly cruel fate. I am the only one who sympathizes with you, the only one who understands your pain, the only one willing to help you. I'm sure you're not feeling particularly fond of me right now, not after I made you relive the past you so wanted to forget. Every moment of that despair, not after I revealed your every last secret to the woman you love. But you must face the truth, my dear. Hey, Fabulous. Happy Saturday. We are doing Depressing Morgana Saturday for like another hour, and then it's time for the... I hope you're having a good day. You must face the truth, my dear. You put your life, your very soul on the line for this woman, and even she would not accept you. And, as I have said before, that's the normal response. She's no worse than anyone else for it. You simply aren't something people can accept. You believed that even if your family wouldn't, that even if your dear brothers wouldn't, Giselle would be able to accept you for you, that she alone was different, that she alone was special, that she alone wanted you in her life, that she alone would extend her hand for you. You never doubted that, did you? But Michael, hope exists to be crushed. Okay, this is Rosen. And the stronger you cling to that hope, the more you have to lose. You can hear that, can't you? Her mocking you, scorning you, rejecting everything that defines you. The revulsion in her voice. This is the woman you fought so hard to get back. Listen to it, my dear. Focus on her voice. Well, disgusting, 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 disgusting. Stop! Stop, please. I don't want to hear it anymore. Make it stop. Can you blame her, though? For hundreds of years she waited, trusting you, and you came back to her a woman more than once. If you think about it, you betrayed her first. No, stop. I didn't. Tell me, what was it like? How did it feel to be born and live as a woman? You spent your life insisting you weren't a woman, and yet your soul chose a female body to return in. All those gaps in your memory were from your lives as the white-haired girl. First there was the kind, mild-mannered, flaxen-haired boy. You, a woman, and he, a man, were joined in love. Then there was the deranged man-beast. By exposing your female body to him, you were able to temporarily contain his madness. And finally, there was the man obsessed with money and power. You were his wife, ever faithful, waiting patiently for him to remember his love. You put your faith in the wrong person's love. How can you expect her not to be disgusted? She was forced to watch again and again as the man she loved was reborn as a woman and had relations with other men. Would you like to know what you're doing right at this moment, Michael? Crying. Crying as you've done so many times before. Those tears, they wash away your dignity. Would you also like to know how you look right now, Michael? You've reverted to your finest, both in body and in heart. Morgana is me gaslighting the FE stream. This is pretty cruel. Take a look at yourself, my dear. Your body, incomplete. Only partially male, the wound still fresh and raw, pierced by your brother, whom you trusted completely, the knights whose ranks you dreamed of joining. Even now, your blood still flows from those wounds. They will never heal, not so long as you remain yourself. Ugh. It's not pleasant, is it? It hurts quite a bit, doesn't it? I did not inflict those wounds on you, though. They are your own, and no one can erase them. You've lost everything, Michael. Tell me, what do you have left? You were robbed of your pride, your dignity, your life, your identity, your very existence, and the love you thought you still had, well, she's gone, and left you behind, too. And you still refuse to curse anyone. Why do you not take what you desire from those who stole everything from you? You have every right to vengeance, and I'm offering you the means to have it. Curse them. Not curse anyone. You disappoint me, Michael. But if that's what you want, if you won't join me in my hatred, then so be it. I will accept we are not as similar as I once thought. And as much as it pains me to do so, I will release you. I will even wish for your reconstruction into the body you desire. You shall descend to the mortal realm as a human man, never to set foot in this cursed mansion again. Imagine it. After waiting for so long, you will finally be able to obtain the body you so desperately seek. To have a wife and create a happy family of your own. That'd be just lovely. I'll make that wish for you, my dear. You can have that life. All you have to do is walk out the door. Isn't that easy? Just let go. That's super manipulative. So, I mean, at this point, he's not gonna betray Giselle. Because she can release Michael and she'll still have Giselle. Michael is not gonna take the bargain, and he's gonna rescue Giselle. Yeah. Let it all go, Michael. I... Don't listen to her! I didn't click it, by the way. Wait! This is Giselle's theme. We've heard this one. We know this one. Don't trust anything she says. Don't trust anything she shows you, Michael. You told me you believed in my love. That if I could survive for hundreds of years, it must be real. So don't start doubting now. Open your eyes, Michael, and look at me. Listen to me, please. Listen to the sound of my voice. Michael, can you listen to what I really think? How I actually feel? I would never, ever push you away. Do you remember what I said, Michael? When you broke through the cocoon I had built around myself, I said that I would never come to hate you. I still stand by that. My feelings haven't changed in the slightest. It doesn't matter what kind of past you had, or what kind of secrets you kept. I still love you. Accepted me, Michael. I spent hundreds of years trapped in this place, watching as tragedy after tragedy befell its residents. Slowly losing my grip on myself until I had been twisted so far I could tell them like stories with a cold smile on my face. And despite what I had become, you still took my hand. You still said you loved me. No matter what horrors you've experienced, I will always and forever take your hand. Giselle. Please have faith in me, Michael. Don't believe what some illusion says. Believe me. Believe the real me. You have it backwards. You have it backwards, Giselle. The truth is, I never once doubted you. What? I never doubted your love. Michael. I despised myself. I hated that I was so weak I couldn't even bear being rejected by a phantasm made to look like you. I didn't want you to see me like that. I didn't want you to know. To see my past. To see me now, a pitiful, unsightly mess. I couldn't stand the thought of you seeing any of that. If only in your memories. If only for you. Is she naked again? Yes. I wanted to be the man who never cried. Who never showed weakness. Who died trying to protect you. I didn't want you to know that I was so weak, that I was such a sad, frail person, and not even a real man. Michael, didn't want you to see that. Morgana was telling the truth. I opened the door to our past in order to bring you back. That wasn't the whole story. I kept details about myself out, things that would make me look bad. There's no one as shameful and reprehensible as me. No, Michael. There's no one in this world as admirable as you. You remained true to yourself to the end. No matter how bad things got, day after day you fought, all alone. Despite being put through hell, chose not to curse those responsible. Only once did you ever consider cursing someone, your father. I remember that day well. I was too stupid to realize it at the time, but you did that for me. The one time you ever wanted to curse someone was for me. Give yourself a little more credit. You did perhaps come off as a bit inscrutable, but deep down you're truer to yourself than anyone. Your motivation simple and pure. Your heart full of kindness. Know that you are a wonderful, admirable man, Michael. Be proud of who you are. Doesn't change. How much I suffer. How much suffering I put you through, Giselle. I feel like we're really close to the finale. I was the white-haired girl. The girl in the portrait was me. It was all me. Came back more than once, showing up a woman, then disappearing again, hurting you, completely unaware, pushing you away, leaving nothing but tragedy in my wake. I'll never forgive myself for what I did to you. Have faith in yourself, Michael. Follow your heart. I know it was a secret you didn't want revealed, but for me, I couldn't be happier to know the truth, because it shows just how incredibly much you love me. And not only in life. The hundreds of years I spent trapped in this mansion, you spent searching for me. In that vast, empty, hopeless void, you heard my voice. Your love guided you to me. When you had lost everything, your voice for me still lived on. Even as it tore you apart, you kept fighting to make it back to me. A few blanks in your memory don't account for how someone so fiercely determined could suddenly become a completely different person. But Giselle, how am I supposed to believe that? How am I supposed to believe that wasn't me when everything about us is exactly the same? You are not the white-haired girl, Michael. Have faith in your own heart and the things you stand for. Have faith in your true self, in the person you are, the shape of your soul. You were never the white-haired girl, and you never will be. Remember when you first arrived at the mansion, Michael? Took your hand, and together we watched dozens of different lives play out. Were your memories anywhere among them? It wasn't behind those doors that you found yourself, but in the remnants of the months we shared here. Was the white-haired girl anywhere in your memories? You are Michael, no one else. It doesn't change. But my body, I know you, Michael. I know who you are deep down. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I want you to understand, to know how I feel. Okay, real talk, I think this might be the finale. Because after this scene, what is left for the game? The Morgana Rhythm QTE boss battle, that would piss me off. Bonus boss. I want you to understand that, to know how I feel. Though we only shared our love for a month in life, it was enough for me to wait hundreds of years for your return. And you fought with everything you had to make it back to me, to get me out of here. You are the greatest man I have ever known. Giselle! How is it you always manage to see straight through me, Giselle? To give me exactly what I want. That smile, that single ray of light in the endless dark. To say exactly what I've so desperately yearned to hear. The words I've sought for countless years. Giselle! I reach out for her, but she's begun to fade. Her outline hazy and blending into the surroundings, and all I manage to grab is empty air? I want more than anything to feel her warmth right now, the sensation of her skin against mine, but there's nothing there. Please, Giselle, don't leave my side again. Don't worry. I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. Giselle. Put your hands on my shoulders. Wrap your arms around me. Can't. I want to so much, but I can't feel you there at all. And my promise. Close your eyes. Now reach forward slowly. You can feel me there, can't you? That's my finger. That's my hair. Those are my eyes. Here are my lips. There's my heart, where I keep all the feelings you gave back to me, and my love for you. In body and in spirit, I am all yours. You sense me here beside you? I think I can. Now, hold on, and don't let go. No? It's kind of funny. We're like two awkward kids around each other, bound together by a love so amazingly powerful, yet we only ever held hands a few times, and embracing is like some incredible achievement for us. And we're supposed to be full-grown adults. Kiss me, Michael. We never got the chance while we were alive. Giselle, are you going to tell me to wait again? Not this time. I feel my way around the emptiness where she is. Her skin, white but not pallid. Her slightly flushed cheeks, dimpled by her smile. Her lips, which at times called me master and at times called me Michael. Her entire being. This woman who accepted me as a man, who even in death continued to bring me back from my darkest places. She is my everything. I feel a faint breath against my neck, somewhere between a sigh and a giggle. I feel her warmth, which I had thought I would never know again. The soft touch of her skin. I envisioned her face before me, where I'm sure she is, with her eyes closed, and I pressed my lips against hers. It's a quick, clumsy affair. Just a little peck. Not the kind of kiss two grown adults might have expected to share. But nonetheless, a gentle warmth spreads through my body from the place our lips touched. It's a sensation so pleasant, so nice, I can hardly believe it's real. Our surroundings dissolve. The world takes on a new face, a plane of tranquil light created by Giselle, into which the mansion's darkness slowly seeps. The difference is, now I'm not afraid to step back into it. All it took was that single, irreplaceable moment to change my everything. Though I can't see her there, I can feel her presence right beside me, heart, and that she too can feel mine. I won't falter anymore. I'm through hesitating, wavering about in fear of my own weakness. I will look to the future. I will believe in myself, because she believes in me. I'm done carrying the chains I created for myself. I have work to do. No more looking away from my responsibility. As the light dims and darkness begins to take over, I hear her voice in my ear. Michael, I ask you to lend me your hand. Can I ask you to lend your hand to someone? You've set me free, and now I'd like you to do the same for her. This is something I don't think anyone else can do. Oh, guys, this is the fucking finale! Only you can rid the mansion of its darkness. I'm here with you too, so let's open the final door to... Ah, no it's not! There's still a door! Alright. I thought Morgana was just gonna disappear. The true final door. We can put an end to all this tragedy. I know we can. Now, off we go. Michael, and do not let go of my hand. Trapdoor. It's not Jover yet. Giselle. Reality fades back into view. I'm looking at neither the endless, eroding darkness, nor the visions of my past, but the sea of blood spreading in all directions. I'm standing at the top of the observation tower outside the door. I've returned. I mean, honestly, Rosen, I thought that the whole light thing was like, we've overcome the mansion, and he's been touched by Giselle, so he can't be bothered by the witch anymore. But yeah, there has to be more conclusion, right? Back in Morgana's world, her bitter, hate-filled, curse-fueled world. The foot-washing mansion lives on forever. Rosen, your memory is legitimately amazing. Shoutouts to Paranormal Site.
Oh, thank you.
Shoutouts to Paranormal Site, by the way. That visual novel was fucking amazing. We're like 35% drunk, so a little tipsy. Paranormal Site doesn't deserve... We don't need to make, like, a holy square of visual novels, right? Paranormal Site wasn't so good that it should be up there with the other grades, right? lie to you, I think part of the appeal of Paranormasight as well was that it didn't drag. It was kind of a short game. Yes, it was short and sweet. I think that latter part of what you said is really important. Yes, for the gaming experience. Because while I have a very positive opinion of Fata Morgana, I do think it's dragging a little bit. To tell you the truth, I didn't see this coming. This is my mansion, my domain. She was supposed to be locked up, but it would seem my will is not as absolute as I'd thought. Not as much as the Gate of Stein. Yeah, Stein's Gate was like over, I don't even know how many hours. I'm pretty sure Stein's Gate was after I was able to make collections. But Steins Gate, like, was very, 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 very long. And not good. It would seem my will is not as absolute as I'd thought. What would you call that? The power of love? Is that what allowed this to happen? How trite. Where's the magic? The miracle? I can think of one other reason she was able to escape. And it's the only way we'll be able to find the power. We need to cast off the darkness of this house. But first, before we do anything else, we must open this door. Whatever nonsense that woman filled your head with, it certainly seems to have put some fight into those eyes. Well, good for you, my dear. A little confidence boost doesn't erase the fact that you are on the ground, crawling through the filth like a worm. Tears streaming down your face as you try to ignore what lay before you. A little self-esteem isn't going to make you any less helpless when you step through that door. And that won't stop me from trying. Maybe that was Michael. I'm done acting like you're some inevitability, some force of nature. It's time for me to take a stand, Morgana. The air around the door had a distinct chill to it as I placed my hand against the wood surface. My arms, once bloody and lacerated, are now whole again. I can feel my entire body, everything back in its rightful place. Take a breath, lift my head, fix my gaze on the door, and push it open. Resting on the back of my hand, I feel another palm, soft and warm. Are you feeling it now, Pengy? We are making great progress today, Kiswan. Through the single window hitting high atop the wall shines a ray of light. A black butterfly flutters within the beam. Its form is indistinct, wavering like a mirage as it slowly descends to the tower floor. And then, from within the darkness, a person appears. Is that you, Morgana? How does it feel to finally meet the real thing, my dear? Knew you were young, but you really are still a child. Having heard her tale, I know she died a girl. And I know how she came to bear so much hatred for the world. But knowing and seeing are two different things. The sight of her bony, adolescent body is a painful reminder that she never had a chance to know happiness, to know adulthood, before being robbed of her life. I had assumed monster would be her first reaction, with a face and a body like this. How very sweet of you, Michael. So tell me, what exactly do you mean to do now that you're here? Your ultimate goal was, as I understood it, to take Giselle back. But she's no longer here with me. For me to return to you. She broke out of my cage. Skeleton Georges, not this. and exhausted what remained of her soul to show herself to you. I cannot perceive even a trace of her presence any longer, so I presume her soul shattered, dissipating into nothing. No, she's right here beside me. Is that so? You seem to believe as much, anyway, which only makes your presence here a bigger mystery. Ah, I know. You want revenge. I made you miserable while you were alive, and I continue to torment you in death. You entrusted me with Giselle's life, and I used her for my own ends. You must despise me. Hatred fills you. You want to curse me, kill me. My death could well mean the end of all this. Shall I grant you that wish? She flicks a finger, and at the next second, a long sword clatters to the floor at my feet. Take the blade in your hands, and like the knight of old who executed the witch, pierce my heart with it. Do now what should have happened then. You always wanted to be a knight, didn't you? Go on, get up. Show me your revulsion, my dear. Morgana, I do have a reason for being here. I came to save you. Did you hit your head on the way up? You came to save who? I spent so long trying to look away, when I should have been trying to look deeper. To tell you the truth, your constant chattering in the darkness evoked more than annoyance in me. I empathized with your loneliness. I bear no hatred for you. It was my despair that brought you back to life, so that makes it my responsibility to end this. Oh, that was his voice. My own wish has given me all the redemption I need, my dear. Or should I be expecting another self-righteous lecture about how hatred does you no good? Brilliant, Michael. Brilliant. Do you have any idea how absurdly presumptuous you're being, trying to force your idea of redemption onto someone who has no interest in it? If the tale you showed me was the whole truth, then I would have said you could revile those heartless men as much as you pleased, but I refuse to believe that's a whole story. The men I saw beyond the first 3 doors had genuine concerns and worries. They felt things, real human emotions, even if those things ultimately led them down a path of destruction. Not Amy being the arch-villain, having no traumatic emotion or anything. She was just fucked up, really. Also, I think we're gonna get one more door where we hear, like, the real version of Morgana's story, which honestly is kind of exhausting, but, like, we're committed, so let's just fucking... Wanting to do something nice for the one you care about, being disgusted at things you've done, hiding your urges from those around you. You certainly couldn't call them good men. They were real people with real conflicts. So you're saying I'm lying? Well, I can't say I blame you. Who would believe it? Believe the word of a witch. Don't think you falsified your account, Morgana. Your tragedy. No, the grisly reality you described. I don't doubt any of that happened. You wouldn't be here otherwise. But I've learned something in my years. Reality exists from more than one perspective. That doesn't change what happened. That two-faced young man deceived me. The beast severed my arm. The greedy, power-hungry lord used me for his own personal gain. Events by themselves do not tell the whole story. Only when you take into account their circumstances, what they thought and felt, their perspectives, only then can you say you've reached the truth. Your point being, are you going to march down to where their souls are and ask them for their perspective? Don't wait to waste your breath. They'll only tell you what benefits themselves most. Do it our way. Open the door to your past. And if I refuse, this is my domain, my world. It operates in accordance to my will. The door won't open unless I allow it to. You aware, Morgana, that I recovered my first memory in front of a mirror? What? The same mirror Giselle used to practice her smile. And in all those hundreds of years, bits of her memory came to reside within it. Every time she stood before that mirror, she had me in her heart. And next, I saw one of my own memories play out in that bedchamber. It was the first day after we opened the windows, when she let the morning sun into. That day was a turning point in my life. And why are you telling me this? Because it means this world doesn't belong to you. It's also hers and mine. And that is why she was able to break free. Your wish is, without question, the most powerful of anyone's here. And you have more authority over this place than anyone else. There is no denying your position as master of this mansion. But Giselle and I, we too have influence over this domain. I was the one who resurrected you, and she who served as your guide. So the door will appear, whether or not it is your will. Their souls reside here as well. They may spin convenient tales, but the memories ingrained upon their souls can tell no lies. All the pieces are on the board. The door will open. Say the door does open. What does that change? Nothing those men say, nothing those men may have thought or felt can take back what they did to me, this rotting, broken creature they turned me into. I don't care what was going through their heads. They will never have my forgiveness. My hatred is unwavering. My wish will not be undone so easily. Their souls shall suffer for all eternity. Before we begin, Morgana, let's get one last lingering question out of the way. What might that be? Who the white-haired girl is. That's your lingering question. We've already established that was you, Morgana. So in a desperate plea to deny that you came back as a woman, you're now trying to make me into her. That is perhaps the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That was you, my dear. Don't avert your eyes. You must face reality. I'm not averting my eyes, and I'm not in denial. I have faith. I mean, honestly, the fact that... Okay, wait a minute. If the white-haired girl was Morgana the whole time, the fact that she's interacting with people in each individual story who were the people that hurt her the most when she was alive makes total fucking sense. Hey, Blackbird. It does. Because Morgana cursed the flaxen-haired boy, the beasts, and the power-hungry noble. Those people were reincarnated in doors 1, 2, and 3, and the white-haired girl is the one that had relations with all three. She gaslit Michael into thinking that he was the white-haired girl because she is really fucked up and wants to fuck with him. And Giselle said the whole thing about none of those memories are yours. Couldn't remember them. The gaps in his memory are because he was not the white-haired girl. Which means we have been reversed by this game like 5 times now on the actual identity of the white-haired girl. But would she put herself through more suffering? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe you can't escape the convergence.
The outcome cannot be altered.
So, the last door was Michael. This door is gonna be the fact that each white-haired girl was Morgana. Alright, it's making sense. Faith that I only ever made it back to this mansion once, when I awoke in the rocking chair beside the fireplace. Ha! Nevertheless, that hardly justifies accusing me of being that foolish girl. How could you possibly think I was her? Ever have I not been present in these walls. Not even while she was alive and in the claws of tragedy. My hair is not white, nor nor are my eyes red. I grin. This is heating up. We literally have one door left. I think next week is the conclusion for sure. We have I'm gonna say 2 to 3 more streams of this game. And then it's over. Alright, let's keep going. And look at this horrid, pestering face. How could I ever become her? How your soul appears is irrelevant in this case, Morgana. I will uncover the truth about you. Things even you don't know. And if I can show that you were here, in fact, the white-haired girl, in that moment, your reality will be rewritten. You're so confident. Then be my guest. Find out for yourself just how little you're capable of. Blackness fills the observation tower once more. Morgana fades into the distance, leaving me alone in the dark stream. It's a darkness I've felt, seen, and been consumed by numerous times since arriving at the mansion. But this time I welcome it, praying that beyond it lies a truth with the power to release all from this house's grip. This next tale has no narrator. I won't sit back and listen as someone recounts the path of fate for me. No, I have to find the path for myself this time. I don't know what awaits me beyond the black, but no matter what it may be, so long as I have the power to provide redemption, I must never put down my sword. Now, let us open the door, the final door. Okay. We did it! We are at the final door of the game! I'm actually really hyped. I can't believe that the game juked us for literally, I think it's the 4th or 5th time about the identity of the white-haired girl. No. Ja, it is not the semifinal. It is the final. Alright, I'm going on quick break, and then it's Among Us time. Sit tight, I will be back.
Where are you?
sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps. À Gisèle, à toi. Au manoir, je n'arrêtais pas d'écouter cette voix, la voix de la sorcière que j'étais le seul à pouvoir entendre. J'étais dans les ténèbres, et toi seul me prenais en pitié. Je me noyais, je me laissais porter sans essayer de comprendre ta haine. En fait, j'aurais dû vous faire face depuis longtemps.
I'm getting hungry.